Alright, hey guys, Sly here, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today, since it's the spooky month of Halloween, I am playing a game called Splatterhouse. I'm actually going to be doing the trilogy here. I'm not going to be playing the 2010 remake or reimagining. I think it's a remake back then, but... Well, first of all, I don't have it, and second off, I heard that the game was abysmal. Actually, my friend Wolfgang actually owned it and played it. I forgot what his initial response to it was, but I heard that it wasn't really that good. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about the classic. So, this game was actually released back in 1988. This was before Mortal Kombat, so I'm pretty sure this game caused a lot of controversy for its blood and gore. But, this game is actually pretty difficult. Now, I guess I will get into the ports. This game was actually ported to, a console called the TurboGrafx-16, or in the Japanese region, the PC Engine. And it was also ported to another Japanese console. I think it was like a computer called the FM Towns Marty. But I'm not really familiar with that. And I believe it used to be on the App Store for, you know, Apple phones and iPods. But I think it was like removed at some point. I don't remember when it was removed. But, there was differences between those consoles, because before we get into that, we have to go over the story, so it makes a little bit more sense as to why there's like a hockey mask on. You're kind of seeing it right now, but basically, a couple, the guy named Rick Taylor and the woman named Jennifer Willis take refuge in a mansion during a storm. But unfortunately for them, said mansion is called the Splatterhouse Mansion, basically named after the gruesome experiments done by a guy named Dr. Henry West, I believe. I know his last name's West, but I don't really know his first name. I might be correct. But Rick is mortally wounded, and Jennifer is kidnapped. But the mask, called the Terror Mask, attaches himself to him and basically revives him, granting him superhuman strength and whatnot. But the Terror Mask in the TurboGrafx-16 version, instead of white, it's like a purplish color. Basically to avoid copyright from Friday the 13th, since it looked like Jason Voorhees. Anyways, I'm just gonna put a bunch of quarters in. This is actually a gruesome game. And this is one of those types of games where you have to memorize it. Now, I've beat this game twice or thrice, actually. Because this game will literally kick your ass if you do not memorize everything from inside out. Basically, you have to be on the ball with everything, or you will be punished severely. Another thing to note before I go is the first three Splatterhouse games, 1, 2, and 3, are unlockable in the 2010 remake. Just putting that out there. Except there's a lot of changes in those two. Anyways, I blabbered on long enough. Let's get into the game. So, this cutscene just basically shows a Terror Mask reviving Rick. So, it's a really short one too. And I think this version of the ROM has a stage select, which is one of the dip switches. Now what I did there was a slide. You basically have two attacks, or two buttons, an attack and a jump. Basically, if you stand, he'll punch, but since I got a meat cleaver, I'm just decapitating enemies left and right. But if I'm crouching, I do a little kick. But to do the sliding kick, you have to jump while moving forward and press down forward, and you have to hit the attack button right before he lands, like that. I don't know why this 2x4 is here. I'd rather just cleave enemies instead of, you know, splatting them against the wall. Anyways, here's this sort of boss area. But basically all you have to do is stand all the way to the right and just punch these worm-like creatures. Now if you played the third game, I think they were called Boar Worms. I think these are the same types of worms, but from looking at the manual, they're called a different name. I don't know what they're called though. And do not let your guard down, because that last one will jump out. Expect a lot of that BS to happen in this game, where this game will constantly cheap shot you whenever it can. Anyways, here's stage 2. And in case you couldn't tell, this is a gruesome, gruesome video game. And this freaky music going on. So these got these hanging bodies here. Whoa, that was a lot of slowdown. I don't know what that was about. Never encountered that before. I haven't gotten hit once. I'm actually very impressed. Probably because I've memorized everything that's happening. Now this part here can get a while to get used to. Because like there's these monsters here, then there's these like, I want to say they're mines. Spiked mines. But the weird thing is you move slow in the water but fast in the air, so it's kind of awkward at first. But you'll get used to it. So take care of these water monsters real quick. They make very funny noises when you kill them. So, yep, clobber them. And I believe every 30,000 points you get an extra life. And then the next one will be at the 70,000 mark, and then 100,000 after that I believe you earn an extra life. So stay right to the right, but then slowly make your way to the left. Because eventually, a item will go over there and take damage from you. So over here, we're going to be fighting knives. After you take out that one, 2 more will come. And then this painting will come to life. The trick is, oh you bastard, just to get it in the corner. There you go. Now stay away from the middle part, otherwise that chandelier will fall and you'll take damage. Ah, stupid train. But anyways, here's stage 3. And I think this is quite easy. I think I can do this without doing a single continue. I'm actually feeling quite confident about it. Probably shouldn't be doing that. Oh, you fucker. Probably wonder why I'm not shooting things. Well, it's because I want to save it for upcoming boss fight. Now these things, do not go near them. If you do, a hand will come out and drag you to a harder part of the area. I could have swore I would have been able to hit that damn hanging body. That was absolute bullshit. Ooh, got an extra life. So anyways, got 11 shots. So to the right of us, you can see his bit of chainsaw. That's going to be the boss. His name is Biggie Man. And by the way, do not touch that aura, because it slowly comes towards you as you go through the level. Anyways, he takes 10 shots from the shotgun to go down. I missed one though, but I took him out no problem. This shotgun trick does work very good. So, I forgot to mention, there's 7 levels in total. This can take 30 minutes to an hour depending on how many times you died. And the good thing about this game... Oh, damn it. I did not mean to do this. I'm literally going in blind right now. That's the thing about these. Certain pitfalls do not kill you, but they take you in harder areas. I mean, it'd probably not be hard to some people because they have lots of practice. Okay, good. I got out of there unscathed. But I'm back at this area. But as you saw, I was taking a bunch of bombardment from those worm creatures. God, I don't even know what's going on now. I think there's a bat coming up. Yep. Okay, so I'm back at this area, so I'm kind of familiar with this. In fact, no, I am, actually. Now be careful with these blades, because as you can see, they have long reach. I may lose a life here, especially at this part. So you might want to be on top of your guard, because this will happen. Oh, you bastard. So every 5th mirror will spawn a clone of yourself. And they're kind of hard to take care of, but if you position yourself right, you can actually hit them twice as they're coming out of the mirror. Alright. Come on. Managed to do it. You can get very unlucky sometimes though. But when it starts forcing you out of the exit, taking over your controls, that means you've did the part. Oh, 1 life, 1 hit point. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do this. Alright, I guess we'll give it a shot then. But the good thing is I can actually start this boss fight if I do end up dying. And I've messed around with the controls of the ROM, so instead of starting with 4 hits, I start with 6. There's an option. Yeah, I knew I was gonna die. There's an option in the service mode and the dip switches called rank. A starts you with 4 hits, B starts you with 6, and C starts you with 2. Whoever played this on C rank is beyond me. But yeah, mastering the slide is kind of imperative in some places of this game. So the boss here, in case you couldn't tell, is an inverted cross. We have to kill the heads around it. I could jump, but I feel like that would just be too risky. Alright. I want to stay to one side because I feel like I'm just taking unnecessary risks if I... Fuck. The axe. Okay, grab it. Oh my god, dude. I'm getting too impatient, dude. That's the thing with this game. It really preys on your patience. If you play sloppy, you will get punished for it. Okay. I got this. Don't worry. Just let me focus. Fuck. Okay. These fucking heads, dude. There we go. Perfect. So we come to an altar, and that's another difference in the TurboGrafx version. They remove all mentions of religion, especially towards the end of the game. It's the end. Or is it? Of course not. Now this level coming up is gonna be the second most difficult. You're probably wondering why. Well, here's the thing. This is the longest level in the entire game. So we got these chairs moving in erratic patterns. Just take care of them and you'll be golden. This next part, first time playing, it gave me so much trouble. Basically, you jump on these platforms, you kind of slide off. So jump twice to realign yourself and you should be good. And then you got these hands that give you the middle finger. I think that's supposed to be an Evil Dead reference, actually. That's actually kind of cool. Got these ones with the floating heads. These can be a problem. So punch that hand. So we got a choice to make. Always go down because it's easier for me. At least that's the one I kind of memorized here. We got another water section. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Got through that without getting hit. Now this one can get really infuriating unless you have the slide attack down like flawless. Which sometimes if I'm nervous I don't pull it off. And it gets very annoying. Now this necromancer douchebag actually will keep raising the enemies that you keep killing. So you'll just keep going back and forth. You have to hit him before he finishes his chant, otherwise he'll resurrect the dead. Alright, one more. Should do it, yep. Good. Just go down again. And then we got another section of this. So you got these anime looking chicks, ghost chicks. Basically I try to bait them into dropping the skulls so they don't hit me, you know. Oh no. Oh my god. That was so embarrassing. See, the thing is, I don't try to attack enemies because I just want to try to play it safe, but it just ends up getting me killed instead. Like, hitting those, like, ghost chicks, like, it's not even necessary. They're only a threat to you if they have a skull in their hand, which they drop on top of you. Fuck you. Ooh, I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. Alright, here we go. We found Jennifer. Or did we? Whoa. This is the more well-known bosses of this game. Basically all she'll do is she'll hop, and each form will take 6 hits to defeat. So do not be fooled, she will turn back into that creature. So jump, hit. She'll jump, hit her. The third form, or the third cycle, is going to be the hardest to take care of. You're about to see why. So she'll turn back, then she'll always start with a big jump, and then she'll start doing these tiny bunny hops, which is kind of hard to do. Oh, she didn't do it that time. Like that. And it's such a pain in the ass because of how long her claws are. So, that's done and dusted. Unfortunately, Jennifer dies, but apparently not for long since there's sequels. So, we're at the second to last level, and this one is the worst of all. So basically what's going on is we are in the womb of the house. Yes, apparently this thing is alive. So then you'll get these bubbles. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, between each level you get a hit point back. Which I guess it's fair in that regard, but as you can see, I'm trying to kill these bubbles because if I let them hit the ground, they spawn these fetus-like creatures. And once they hit you, they latch onto you and deal continuous damage until you shake left and right repeatedly. And these bubbles are a pain in the ass because it's almost like they just home in on you. But the thing is, you just cannot let them get out of control, because if you do, you'll get overwhelmed very easily. Okay. Okay, so this is actually the boss. Keep wailing on that thing, or else it'll just keep spawning a bunch of bubbles. Do not let up on it. What? It didn't even latch onto me without me even realizing. What kind of bullshit is that? But look, I got a full set of hit points. I should be golden. Okay. Oh, come on. I'm doing poor here. And that pisses me off because they float over your head. Almost yeah. So the good thing about this game, like I said, it has unlimited continues, or I might have just mentioned that. Only problem with that is if you do continue, you start all the way from the beginning of the stage. I might spend the whole entire playthrough on this damn stage. The problem is, you just want to keep on top of these bubbles. But when you do that, you make very stupid mistakes, and it costs you dearly. Okay, come on. Oh, fucking... Alright. Yeah, you're not going over my head this time, douchebag. Bubbles. Little shitheads. Alright. And the thing is, I took damage, like, very quickly. Once you get hit, you do have an invincibility frame, but it lasts for like a full second. So you get hit, pause, hit, pause, hit, pause, and just like that, you're dead. Alright, finally, we killed this thing. But stay away from it, because those fluids can hurt you. But, look, we're at the home stretch. We're on the final level. It's not really much of a level. We just basically get this obstacle course over here. So, we got these logs, and then we got these dudes on fire. We gotta dodge them. Ooh. Yep, there we go. Just gotta get the pattern down. Yeah, this part gets really tricky. Ooh, I managed to do it without getting hit. TurboGrafx 16, that cross will be a tombstone. And here is the most creepy, ugliest creature in video game history. This is called Hell Chaos, but people online call him Captain Mozzarella. I guess you could figure out why. But the thing about this boss fight is very hard, because that debris flying in the air can hurt you. And at certain aspects of the fight, there's a combination of his hands swatting at you and debris, and that can get infuriating very quickly. See, like this. No way I could have dodged that. So, I was just taking way too many hits way too early, and I just goofed up. Alright. Oh my god. I'm getting destroyed here. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay, so I got one more hit point than before, I believe. So I'm just not gonna wail right off the bat. I think I'm just gonna keep an eye out for the flying debris. So just hit him, he'll go down, and then you'll get a round of hands trying to claw at you. Just hit him again. I'm getting very lucky with the debris throwing. And there's no difficulty switch, it's just the amount of hits you start with. So it's not like I put this on easy mode. Oof. Alright, just hit him. Ah, damn, I didn't think that was going to reach. And that's the last boss done and dusted. And do not ask me what is going on here, I have no idea. But yeah, that's the whole game done. And let's see the time, in 30 minutes. Didn't take that long at all. But yeah, it can get very infuriating if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah. So the house is completely destroyed. You're all alone, and you escape. Uh, Such a simple game, but it's pretty good. The second game is actually pretty good. Pretty gory as well. I mean, games for the Sega Genesis are actually pretty gory, but it's always Nintendo that wimps out. The third game, however, it's kind of like a different game. It's not like this classic Kung Fu Master game. It's more of like a Streets of Rage beat 'em up. So I'm probably gonna play the whole entire series. And there's actually cool fan games too. Actually, I downloaded one that I might play called Sonic Splatterhouse, which it does sound like what it does sound like. I'll get into that later on. And there's also on another fan game of Splatterhouse called Splatterhouse Deception of the Mask. That one looks pretty cool. Both are on the open bore engine. There was a Doom engine mod of Splatterhouse, which is pretty cool, but I haven't tried that out. But yeah, this game was pretty awesome once you figure out everything, once you start getting good at it. Oh yeah, by the way, you guys might want to turn your volume down. This gets kind of loud. Basically, what this is saying is just get ready for a sequel. And the two sequels were both on the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive, depending on where you're from. So I'm just going to put in my initials again, and I will see you guys in the next one. I am out.